saying here. Hear what Allah says in these verses. Innamal mu'minun. Continuing from the mu'minun of chapter 23. Al-mu'minun. Innamal mu'minun. Certainly the believers. Alladhina idha dhukira Allah wajilat qulubuhum. When Allah is mentioned, their hearts tremble because they want to know what Allah says to do, what Allah says not to do. Their hearts tremble. Wajilat qulubuhum. People who don't have iman, they say, what is Shaykh talking about, boy? What is the Shaykh talking about? I don't like that. That affects me and my family and my business. See, but if they have iman, when they hear what Allah says that we should do or not do, their hearts tremble. Why? Oh Allah, I'm not able to do that. Or I'm not doing it. So out of fear for Allah, they feel bad that they're not obeying the commands of Allah. See, and they make the intention to do better. That's why we are taught to be reminded. And that's how this whole Islam is designed. Every Friday a khutbah reminder. Eid al-Fitr reminder. Eid al-Adha reminder. All the time, every day we read the Quran, it's a reminder. But do we pay heed to the reminder? Do we pay heed to the reminder? Then Allah continues to say, وَإِذَا تُلِيَتْ عَلَيْهِمْ آيَاتُهُ زَادَتْهُمْ إِيمَانًا. Allahu Akbar. وَعَلَى رَبِّهِمْ يَتَوَكَّلُونَ. So two things Allah is saying here. He said when people hear about Allah and what Allah expects, etc., their hearts tremble. That's a sign of a believer. And when the verses of the Quran are being recited to them, وَإِذَا تُلِيَتْ عَلَيْهِمْ آيَاتُهُ, and when the verses of the Quran are recited unto them, what happens? Their iman becomes stronger. Their faith becomes stronger. They want to be a better Muslim. They want to do what they are not doing. They want to better what they don't do properly. No one is perfect. We're not perfect. We are human beings. Human beings got the quality of forgetfulness. We always forget. We have shortcomings. We make mistakes. Yeah? But when we are reminded of the verses of the Quran, then our iman gets stronger and we want to be better. See? So this is what Allah is telling us here. وَعَلَى رَبِّهِمْ يَتَوَكَّلُونَ. Verse 2. And then on Allah, they put their tawakkul and their trust. They don't say, well, what this Quran saying and this Islam saying, that's primitive, that's ancient. I live in America. We got a different lifestyle. We don't believe that. They put their trust in their pocket. They put their trust in their dollar. They put their trust in their family. They put their trust in their education. They put their trust in their diploma. They put their trust in what they possess. And they don't choose not to follow what Allah says. They don't like to be reminded. وَذَكِّرْ فَإِنَّ الذِّكْرَ تَنْفَعُ الْمُؤْمِنِينَ. Believers benefit when they are reminded. Chapter 51, verse 55. A very, very important point, my brothers and sisters. And this is a problem in the world today. Major problem. Among all human beings. Not only Muslims, all human beings. We don't like to be corrected. We don't like to be reminded. I mean, even children don't like to be reminded and corrected by their parents. Come on, think about it. Wives don't like to be reminded and corrected by their husbands. Husbands don't like to be reminded and corrected by their wives. You know, there's a little joke about that, Brother Azad. Somebody sent me that this week. So this guy went to the judge, some problem he and his wife had. And the discussion was all about the wife is always right. The wife is always right. And you are always wrong. And you must always say that your wife is always wrong. Because whatever you say, you will always be wrong. Remember this. You must always say that your wife is always right. And remember to believe that whatever you say, whenever you say anything, you are wrong. So the man asked the judge, he said, Judge, so if I say that my wife is right, is I saying that? Am I wrong there? That was a little complicated question. He said, but if I say that she's right, then she will also say I'm wrong. But this was just a joke. I don't think that's serious. But you're always wrong. Point here is, we live in a time that nobody likes to be reminded. And this is what Allah is saying here. A sign of the believers. Now, this is in the spiritual Islamic aspect. الَّذِينَ إِذَا ذُكِرَ اللَّهُ وَجِلَتْ قُلُوبُهُمْ وَإِذَا تُلِيَتْ عَلَيْهِمْ آيَاتُهُ زَادَتْهُمْ إِيمَانًا. When they hear about Allah, their hearts tremble. When the verses of the Quran and the signs of Allah are being mentioned to them, the iman gets stronger. They love that. Now, you and I got to ask ourselves, is that how we believe? Is that how we think when we hear? That's why a lot of people nowadays don't like to hear about do's and don'ts. We love to hear stories. But listen, there are a lot of, that's why I say some people, there are many, and a lot of good people there who love to be reminded. Listen, they love to be reminded. They just love to be reminded. Love to be reminded. You know, we have people who follow us on Facebook and Alhikmat TV and YouTube all over the world. And you'll be amazed some of the beautiful they motivate me. Sometimes I get tired of giving khutbahs. Sometimes I feel like nobody's hearing. So to think that this one is sleeping, that one is concentrating, this one probably is worried to go and eat biryani outside, that one is worried about the business home. I'm like, you know what, man, let the students continue khutbah. I don't always. But then when I get some of this feedback, it lifts my iman back. Say, Sheikh, you have motivated me. My whole life has changed. I want to be a better Muslim. You know, I have non-Muslims who saying I'm a Christian. Go check out Alhikmat. Go check Alhikmat website, the feedback. Alhikmat TV, the feedback. I'm a Christian, but I love Islam. That builds my spirit. I say, well, if some of the brothers here sleeping, well, at least some people are listening. So that motivates me. Yeah, it builds my iman back to get some blessings. I don't know these people from all Timbuktu and Ghana and Nigeria and all over. And make dua, inshallah, soon we come in. Well, a lot of people inviting us to that part of Africa. MashaAllah. We're going to meet some of these people who really love us and love to be reminded and love the message, inshallah.